Mike danced around like a headless chicken just after it happened, but he quickly calmed down. On September 10, 1945, farmer Lloyd Olson of Freweta, Colorado, did the deed because his wife Clara was hosting her mother for dinner that night, and Olson knew she loved a roast chicken neck. Mike the Headless Chicken, also known as Miracle Mike, was a healthy, 5-year-old cockerel when he was unceremoniously beheaded. Keeping that in mind, Olson attempted to save most of Mike's neck when he lopped off his head. But he accidentally missed Mike's jugular vein, with one ear and most of his brainstem, and to his shock, Mike did not die. In fact, Mike lived without his head for almost 18 months. If you are new to our channel, then please make sure to subscribe for more videos. Mike danced around like a headless chicken just after it happened, but he quickly calmed down. He even began chirping at the ground for food with his newly minted stump and made preening motions. Olson, puzzled, left him to it. When Olson saw Mike sleeping in the barn the next morning, having attempted to hide his head under his wing as he usually had, the farmer took it upon himself to figure out how to feed Mike. Olson simply had to use an eyedropper to pour food and water into Mike's open throat. As a treat, he received little grains of maize. Mike's unexpected survival is due to the structure of his bones, according to Wayne J. Kunzel. Because a chicken's skull has 2 large openings for its eyes, its brain fits nicely into the remaining area at a 45-degree angle. This means that you may remove the top section of the brain while still keeping a significant portion, including the cerebellum and brainstem, intact. Because the brain is at that angle, you still have the functioning component of the brain that is so crucial for life intact. Mike was still able to perform fundamental movement functions and breathe because his cerebellum was located below his large eye holes and was spared by Olson's axe. He was simply a little more awkward now that he didn't have any eyes. Mike seemed unaffected by the entire incident, so farmer Olson decided to hit the road and take his miracle fowl on a national tour. He was featured in Time magazine and Life, got his name in the Guinness Book of Records, and had his own sideshows, allowing the American people the chance to see Mike the Headless Wonder Chicken. Mike even had his own manager, who must have done well because he made Olson a fortune. Mike had no idea what was going on, but if he could have seen the portion of the sideshow and photo sessions where Olson or his management would hold up his dried, severed head next to his neck, he would have been irritated. And what would have made things worse is that he would have known it wasn't his head, but he wouldn't have been able to say anything about it. With all this fame and fortune, it's almost a certainty that something tragic was going to occur in a nondescript motel room to turn all dreams into dust. Mike and farmer Olson were in Phoenix for a national tour, and Mike was nibbling on some corn pieces in their hotel room, but then he began to vomit. To his shock, Lloyd Olson realized he'd left the eyedropper at the previous day's show. Mike strangled to death because he was unable to clear his airways. It appears that even headless chickens have no business flying that close to the sun. He didn't have a bad life in his beheadedness. According to the official Mike the Headless Chicken website, he grew from 2.5 pounds to over 8 pounds in the 18 months he was without his head. In an interview after his death, Olson sent Mike's body to the University of Utah for an examination, which revealed that a blood clot in his neck had kept him from bleeding to death when he was beheaded. Mike is still popular in Colorado. Locals conduct an annual Mike the Headless Chicken Festival every 3rd weekend of May, where people may enjoy music, contests, and food. That is exactly what he would have wanted. If you like the video, then please subscribe to our channel and like the video. Thank you for watching.